Heartbeat pulsing, neon lights are blinding. Lost in the rhythm where the future's unfolding.
Hello, what's up, what's up? Hey guys, hey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, I'm Tsepo Magwaba, but you can call me the Mad Guy T. So guys, I wanted to do a sit down. Just to discuss some tips, give some tips, some advices on how to survive this internship experience. So I'm a junior medical doctor working in Gauteng in Pretoria, completing my second year of internship. So on Friday, luckily, today it's Sunday, this past Friday, our final year medical students finally got their placement. Yes! Many people are upset, many people are happy. I think that's just how it is. The ICSP will make other people happy, will make other people upset. It happens. But allow me to take you on a little trip. Yeah? I want you to think about either when you were in matric or maybe when you were finishing your degree and then you started applying to medical schools. As you were applying, some people never got any rejections, other people got rejections. I want you to think about those rejections as they came, and I want you to also think about that time you got accepted, that 1 year that changed the trajectory of your life. I want you to take you back to that moment. I want you to think about how you felt, what it meant for you. And for most people, you get accepted even when you're applying to all medical schools across the country because you didn't mind to go anywhere. Because for you, the goal was to be a medical student, the goal was to become a doctor, and now you are a couple of weeks away from achieving that goal. The reason why I'm telling you all of this and I'm taking you back there, I want you to take that with you, because even now when you are applying for internship, you had ideas to say, this is what I work, this is where I want to work, this is what I want to achieve, this is how I'm imagining everything to be. But in life we plan, but things happen the way they happen. You won't always get what you want. You won't always be 100% certain of your decisions. Sometimes you are 100%, but you don't get that placement. I'm saying this because a lot of the people, especially from my alma mater, because I studied at Celebration University, are quite upset because people were not placed where they applied. It's not fair. But I want you to remember that those people in those small towns also need doctors. Take that with you. It's just 2 years of your life. Internship is difficult. Yes, it is difficult. It's a change. It requires adjustment, and the fact that you're moving away from your friends, people that you've known for the past 6 years, is quite daunting, and it can be quite a scary process also. So be kind to yourself and allow yourself to go through those emotions. But please, I'm going to advise against rejecting posts, because people now, they want to reject the post and go back into the cycle. The danger with rejecting a post is that you might not get placed again in this cycle. Then you have to stay at home from Jan until June waiting for this mid-year applications. And the mid-year applications, also there's no guarantee that you'll get what you want. So what I'm saying is, please, before you reject the post, think long and hard about it. Jobs are scarce nowadays. It's a privilege for us as medical graduates that we can live varsity and go straight into a job. A lot of our colleagues in other disciplines don't have that luxury. Most of them, they would stay at home for 6 months, close to a year after graduating, and struggling to find job placements. So please, before you reject that post, think long and hard about it. Now, let's talk about how to survive this thing called internship. So initially, when I applied for internship, I had also my 5 options. I did not get my choice. I did not get any of those 5 options. But was I mad? Of course I was. I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, of course I know what I wanted. What did you give me? But I feel like it was a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise, because now I'm happy. I've been happy since the beginning of internship, and I'm nearing the end, and I'm still happy. And for me, I feel like the one thing that really helped me was that the attitude that I came with. And guys, I'm at peace. You know, in life, our hospital is not the best hospital. We don't have the best resources, but I'm at peace because I do what I need to do. I go an extra mile here and there, and I know when to rest. So how do you survive this thing called internship? So first thing that you're going to need a tribe. So you're going to need a support system. When you get here, the other interns will be the closest support that you have. But please, family also, reach out to friends. The nice thing about this is the fact that you don't have to study after work. You don't have to now be scared. You're just working. So interns, to be quite honest, you are going to be the backbone of the unit. You're going to be the backbone of the rotation. Why am I saying this? It's because your seniors are going to give you tasks to do, and then you are going to make sure that the patient scans are booked. You are going to make sure that they get the bloods are taken. You're going to trace the results. You basically everything. You're going to be the one who spends more time with the patients. Why am I saying this? It's because remember, your seniors come, you guys do the round, they leave, and then you stay back behind and do the ward work. So one thing that you're going to need, the internship organizer. I was using it, I think for the first few blocks of first year, I was using it a lot, but right now, I don't, I just wing it. So the nice thing about it, you will get it as part of your medical schools, the sponsorships. I think, yes, the internship organizers, they will give you guys this nice booklet. It has tables inside. You can literally put everything that you need. Nice thing, they even give you the tube colors in case you need to do bloods and you're not sure which tube to pull, then they will show you. Sometimes the lab form also will tell you. And one more thing that is very, very important, please do not put too much pressure on yourself. Medicine is a journey. You're transitioning. Don't stress too much to see, am I going to cope? Am I going to be able to make it? Of course you're going to cope. You're going to make it. You will be fine. You will be fine. Trust me. You will be fine. As long as you reach out when you need help, your seniors should be there to support you. And when you discuss something with your seniors, please always write it down in the file of the patients what they told you to do, because in some instances we've seen seniors blaming things on the intern, saying that I told the intern to do this, or maybe the intern didn't do that. But if it's documented, then you can say that so and so said this. If they are close by, they must sign, because half the time, remember, like, everybody's busy. Everybody's doing their own thing. If you're at an academic hospital, your registrars have to study also. So remember, everything needs to be written down. But even if things go wrong in the wards, trust me, as the intern, you shouldn't get into trouble for it, unless you are really, really just doing your own thing. So get yourself internship organizer. It's going to be part of your gifts. You can write down the patient's name, you can write down what you need to do, where they are, the ward work as the round goes. There's apps that we also have. We have Trello. You can put patients on your Trello. I'm laughing because I remember when I started internal medicine, I tried to introduce my fam to Trello but I was the only one who was using it. No one else was using it. Let me just struggle with it. The other at some point I was like, you know what? Let's go back to the paper. But Trello was quite beautiful. It's a very beautiful app to use because you can literally organize your patients to say, this ward, these are the patients that we have. You can write there the ward work. You can tick them as the day goes. If the patients are discharged, you can literally discharge them and then put them on the discharge column. If a patient demises, you can move them to demise. So it is a very, very good app. Please, if you can, get your team to use it. Please do so. What else do we do as an intern? So we have calls. Calls, we're supposed to do 4 calls a month. 4 calls, so it might be 2 weekdays and 2 weekends, then they add up to 8 hours. Weekdays it's 16 hours because they count the call from 4 o'clock. From 8 to 4, the government expects you to be at work, so it's your normal working hours. And then from 4 until the next morning at 8, it's 16 hours. So over the weekend, it's from 8 in the morning until 8 a.m. the next morning, so it's 24 hours. So then, yes, 80 hours if you do 2 weekends and 2 weekdays. Currently, as we are doing 3 weekdays and then we're doing 1 weekend, so we're doing 72 hours. So the government will pay you between 64 and 80 hours. It's a standard fee. Then anything above that, you are just working for free. So I've had some interns somewhere else, they said that they're doing 8 calls a month or anything like that, doing 120 hours. Please, 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 guys. Once you get to your workplaces, try to advocate for yourselves, because half the time they will expect you to work, but if you do not advocate for yourselves, then you are going to end up being abused by the system. So I'm saying this because when we were doing surgery, the group before us used to do 7 to 8 calls a month. But when we started, because I was the group rep at the time, I did approach the intern curator and said 8 calls is a lot, because it means that you are on call every other day, and it shouldn't be like that. So we found a way that works, and then because we came up with solutions, so we were like, instead of having 4 interns on call whereby 2 are doing acute care, 2 are doing trauma, then we said let's have 1 doing trauma, 1 doing acute care. If either side gets hectic, they can assist each other. Then in that way, it decreased the number of calls. And then we said over the weekend, because of the longer hours, we can have 4. But during the week, we have 2. Then that would drop down our calls to 4. Internal medicine, then what happened there, the groups before us, actually, the intern curator for internal medicine wanted us to do all of us, like the unit would be 4 or 5 interns in a unit. They would want us to all be on call until 10 p.m. Then from 10 p.m. 1 stays behind and then the 4 goes home. But now the problem with internal medicine was that every 5 days your unit is on call. So you'd have like over 7 to 6 calls a month. So the groups before us, then what they did is they would split. Instead of having all of them there, then they would either have 2 or 3 of them covering. And for me, I was like, of course, that makes sense. But now the issue was because the intern curator believed that the whole team is there, which means everyone's name was on the call roster. So which means the ward would call literally everybody. So when our group started, I actually approached him and I said, I don't think this is working, because it means that the next day everyone is tired. And then remember, the patients in the ward still need to be seen, clinics needs to be ran. So then we came up with another plan to say, legally now, we're going to have half the group on call and then half resting. The next call, we split, we exchange. In that way, we had 3 calls. During internal medicine, actually had 3 calls. In the month, instead of having 4 calls. So that helped. So with that, please advocate for yourself. Don't die. Calls are hectic. Calls, as a student, it's great because 10 p.m. you can be like, peace, I'm gone. But as an intern, because you are working, you are being paid, you can't do that. Please remember to always have something to eat, have your energy bars, have something that you look forward to. Reward yourself with a post-call maybe ice cream, post-call date, buy yourself sneakers because you'll be getting paid. One thing to survive calls is always to have something to do after call. I think after a couple of months your body's gonna get used to it and then you're gonna settle into calls and then you'll be fine. The nice thing about calls, for me, I enjoy calls more than I enjoy the day-to-day because the day-to-day is quite boring. It's quite boring, the day-to-day basis because the patients are stable, they're in the wards. But call, you get to see acute patients, you get to do things. That's when the drama is there. Maybe because am I the drama? I definitely am the drama because I enjoy that. The fact that you are there, you are doing things, and it's not man. Like you are learning things, you are busy. I feel like I'm going to be a trauma section one day. Best believe, because I definitely love casualty. There's just something about blood everywhere, patients screaming and everything, and just they're like, let's go! That you do get used to calls. I feel like initially the body's not so much used to it, but as time goes, you will be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine. You don't have to worry yourself too much. But please advocate for yourself. Another thing, I said that you'll find your tribe at your intention group. Please guys, work as a team and be kind to one another. I cannot emphasize that enough. Like, kindness goes a long way. And you know how we define kindness is that when you see your colleagues are struggling and you're done with your work, you go and say, guys, can I assist? Do you need any help? Then you can assist each other. Then everybody gets to go home on time. If you don't assist each other and you don't cover for each other during internship, this ship is going to sink. Cover for one another as interns. Unless somebody's just being horrible, then they need to be reported. However, what am I saying when I'm saying cover for each other? We can remember, as much as we are interns, we are doctors, we have our lives also. Sometimes people need to leave early to do things. I might say, guys, can I just leave early? I have my appointment with for my braces. Then the other team can be like, okay, cool, we'll assist you so that you can go home, or you can go, we'll be fine. Or maybe somebody they like, I don't feel well today, I can't come into work. Please cover for each other. Unless the person is just, you can see that more I then we need to deal with that. But other than that, if you cover each other, remember your seniors, as long as the job is done, they will be fine. Unless they are also picking up that somebody is slacking, then the person that is slacking, they would just need to be dealt with. What else I wanted to say? Always ensure, because I said that you are going to be the anchor of the firm, you're going to be the backbone. So please, if there's ward work that needs to be done as an intern, just make sure that the ward work is done. Just make sure that those bloods are taken. Sometimes patients are very difficult. We respect people's autonomy, but please say, can I please get the blood? Be firm. Because your patients, when the consultant is there, they're going to be like, okay, you can take the bloods, and then it's going to seem like you were lying and we don't want that. So make sure that even the day you take the bloods, right, please follow up the results. It baffles me when people do bloods and then they don't check the results, and it's like, why did you even do those bloods? Or maybe let's say you do a blood test and then you don't correct that what needs to be corrected. Like, why did you even do it? So make sure that you check the results, you follow them up, and then you report them to your seniors so that they can assist to say, how do we go forward? How do we treat this? What does this mean? Another thing, porters are not your friends. Porters, we need to meet them at the streets. Guys, there's two people that work at the hospital, nurses and doctors. Only. Everyone else have rights. Porters will make your life 11. Porters won't take patients to radiology. Sometimes porters won't take patients to where the patient needs to go, to their echoes and stuff, guys. As an intern, sometimes we become porters. If that patient needs to be pushed to go get that echo done, please just do it. Invest in comfortable shoes, just push. Like, remember, for me, if people don't want to do their work, I always just be like, let's just do the work. And I feel like I was blessed with having the friends that I have because we chip in, we assist each other. So please assist each other. That's how you're going to work. Push that patient to a scan. Your consultant is not going to be very happy with you tomorrow if that scan is not done and the patients can't get their operation because the ECG was not done, or maybe they didn't go to your x-rays, and then you be like, the porters didn't fetch the patient. Trust me, you are going to get shouted at, not the porters. So if you need to be a porter, just do it. It's fine. Another thing, do not take what the patients say to you to heart. Remember, as interns, you are the person who spends most time with the patients. You'll come in the morning, they're upset, they're angry, they didn't get their operation, they didn't get whatever, they didn't get this, and then the seniors come, then they're all cutie, they're smiling, and then you're like, how? Weren't you the one who was shouting? Why are you now all smiling and stuff? Once the seniors leave, then it's you again. I think it's also they just try to see who's the youngest in the firm, and then they try to take out their frustrations on you. Guys, remember, DOH, we are working in a very, what can I say? Our system is flawed. The Department of Health is flawed. You're not gonna fix things. And remember, patients have a right to complain. Allow them to complain because the system is failing them. So when they are complaining, do not take it too hard. They can say whatever they need to say. As long as you are doing your best, that is enough. Doing your best, that is enough. I feel like the duality of life in internship is that internship is going to be your best and worst time of your lives. It's the best in that you've got a mullah, you are not studying, you don't have that many responsibilities, but it's the worst because you are the anchor. You are the bottom of the food chain. You are the one who gets shouted at. You're the one who's got scolded. Guys, it's okay. It's fine. And one more thing, please leave the students alone. Expect nothing from the students. I've had people say that the interns were shouting at the students. The interns were giving the students work to say, do. For me, my thing is always, if the students want to do work, it's fine, let's do it. If not, it's fine, they can go and study. Please don't ever say the intern will put up that drip, the students will put up that drip, or the students will take those bloods. Because believe me, tomorrow those bloods won't be taken. Tomorrow that drip won't go because the students are going to struggle and then they're going to leave. So if that patient didn't get those antibiotics, you can't then tomorrow to say, oh, I delegated the task to the students. Leave the students alone. I feel like for us, people who've trained at Stellenbosch, the way we were trained is quite different to a lot of other places. I don't know about other medical schools, but when I looked at the training at Stellenbosch and I compared it to the training at SMU, it looked quite different. We as students were doing a lot. Our interns, literally, their job was just to type things. And then here I found that my students are just about their studying, and I've made peace with it, and like, it's fine. They need to study, so please. So I don't want this video to be too long, but for me, I just wanted to say that, to say you'll be fine. Do not worry yourself too much to say this transitioning and everything, you'll be fine. You just have to find your people. I found my people, and it's been amazing. With that said, I hope you find your tribe. I hope you are going to enjoy this few weeks left of medical school. You've done it. You've done this. If you have maybe a block that you still need to do, please don't be despondent. It's fine. It's just a few more weeks next year and then you start working. Once you start working, you will see it doesn't matter whether you are asynchronous, it doesn't matter whether you came mid-cycle. We are just happy that there's an extra set of hands, and that's all that we want. So whether you start in April, you start in June, it's fine. You will be fine. We will be happy to have an extra set of hands. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to share it. You can give it a massive thumbs up. You can also comment. I love reading your comments. If you have any questions, please write down your questions down below and I'm gonna respond. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.